Now let's switch gears for a moment, and making a living from the land isn't always for the faint-hearted, with isolation, hard labour and the vagaries of the weather testing any farmer.
But what's it like for a woman? A new book tells the inspiring stories of 8 rural women and their struggle and success running their own farms. For more, the Landline presenter Pip Courtney joins us from Adelaide. Good morning, Pip. You obviously have a special guest alongside you, but just firstly tell us why Landline is in Adelaide this week.
Landline's in Adelaide this week. We came down for the Rural Press Club launch of Liz Harful's fantastic book, which is about 8 rural women, and she's profiled 8 amazing women from all around the country in different industries, but all running their own properties.
And so what are the specific difficulties that women in farming face?
I think Liz would probably tell you they're all different ones. I think chapter 1, the farmer was widowed when she had 4 young children. It can be, I think, one of my favourite chapter, the Tasmanian, which is where I hail from. That's somebody who's had a complete career switch from managing the ocean area of the CSIRO, and she decided to run superfine sheep, so she had to start from scratch. But look, I think the sexism can be part of the problem too, and I think Liz has just picked 8 women who've got so much to teach us, really.
Well, Liz Harful, let's bring you in now. And what prompted you to write this book?
Actually, Pip has had a great deal to do with that. I was on a quest to find Australia's best show cooks and appeared in a segment on Landline. And a publisher from Allen and Unwin happened to be watching and was looking for someone to tell the stories of rural Australia from a woman's perspective. So I guess without Pip I wouldn't be here.
And Pip outlined a couple of the stories. What were some of the stories that really grabbed you in this book and the 8 women that you spoke to?
They're all extraordinary women, quite inspirational. It's been wonderful for me to spend time with them on their farms. But, you know, I guess people like Mary in Western Australia, who had to learn how to run a 3,500 acre farm by herself and raise 4 young children, including a baby. Nan from Tasmania, who gave up a career as Australia's top marine scientist to breed merino sheep and produce beautiful, soft, fine wool. Lynette, who is a second-generation orchardist. Her parents carved an orchard out of the bush, out of Sydney, and she's learnt how to make a living from a small orchard in an area that's a part of an urban expansion zone. They're all got extraordinary stories. Keelan from Queensland, who's the first Indigenous woman to manage a cattle station, living out in the bush, raising 5 foster children as well as her own children, and looking after this cattle station and the cultural sites of her people, the Bidjara people. They've each got some extraordinary lessons and stories for us.
And Pip, if I can just ask you, how difficult is it for women to remain on the land given how tough times are economically?
Oh, look, I think women can run farms just like men can, and I think it's more about the weather and the economics and how their industry is going. And I think this book shows that as long as they can get the farming aspect down, which they can, you know, they ask questions, they can hire consultants, or they know how to do it anyway. I don't think it's difficult. I just think they have to be like male farmers. Are they a good farmer is the question, I suppose. It's not about their gender, but are they good at what they do?
Pip Courtney and Liz Harful, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.